Hey everybody, this is MrRumpleSteelskin, aka Alan Masterson. Well, there's a lot going on today, and I'm going to name, I'm going to go through a variety of subjects. I got 15 minutes, but I still try to keep it at 10 minutes, for the subjects. But I may go over, who knows, because there's so much going on. And most of it, I'm afraid, in my opinion, I don't know why I have to state that, but everything is in my opinion. It's not absolute. I like to go through my reality like Bruce Lee, like water through the river, and conform to whatever suits best in the path that I've chosen. But I gotta call out some of the people that just I don't believe have the ability to discern a lot of conspiracy theorists out there. They won't really concede, and if they do, it's after they've gotten everybody all upset and freaked out and ready to run in the streets with their AK-47s and open fire. A good example would be the Von Helden character. All right. I'm not totally disputing what that guy says, but And then another one, the biggest one, the most popular misinformation agent organization on the web would be Project Camelot and Project Avalon. And I am almost absolutely sure that that is all misinformation, or a little bit of good information mixed in with a lot of strange, outlandish conjecture that just totally annihilates any credibility for the nuggets of truth that they give you. And that's typical of gatekeepers and misinformation agents. The latest one is, Carrie Cassidy's little thing, and this guy who I subscribe to, and I feel bad, but the guy has really spun off and started freaking people out on a biblical level, and that's Henning Kemner. He has turned into, he went from, basically being pleasant and trying to warn people about chemtrails, and then it was the oil spill, and now he is jumping on the coattails of Carrie Cassidy, and her Yellowstone National Park is going to blow up. Yellowstone super volcano is going to blow because of BP and the oil spill in the Gulf. So now it goes from, hey, get out of the Gulf area because there's going to be a big tsunami and a methane bubble, which is plausible. I'm not, discounting that. But now you can't even go up into the beautiful mountain ranges and stuff, because Yellowstone National Park is going to just blow up and annihilate that whole part of the country, all the way from Canada down through California and parts of Mexico. The whole West is going to be covered in ash, they say. So there's going to be a big tsunami, and the Midwest is going to be underwater, and the rest of the country over in the West is going to be inundated with ash, and everybody's going to die in a super volcano. And then, according to Henning Kemner and possibly Carrie Cassidy, I didn't watch her thing. I just got this secondhand from Henning Kemner, which is good enough. I don't want to sit through this crap, all the time. I will sit through some stuff, and just to see what direction they're headed in. But according to Henning Kemner, the only safe spot is going to be like Tennessee and Kentucky, and a little bit of up there through New York. But all stuff on the East Coast, West Coast is going to be underwater. All the Midwest up through Indiana to the Great Lakes is going to be underwater. And the whole West is going to be covered in that. So all of the United States is going to be annihilated here shortly, because the elite. And according to Carrie Cassidy, this information comes from a BP insider source. If I had a nickel for every time somebody said they had a secret source inside a nefarious organization, I would be able to buy a big plot of land in the safest spot on the planet. All right, these people citing these mysterious sources within these organizations, they're either getting contacted by the organization's misinformation agents, or just some clown Carrie Cassidy is known for sitting and talking with clowns that are making shit up almost off the cuff, and she placates these clowns. So anything that this woman, what's left of this woman, says is totally crap. And then you got guys like Henning Kemner that will jump on any doomsday scenario, and then there's always the disclaimer of yeah, you know, I don't know 100% if this is going to happen, but I'm going to just spread all this fear all over the place. And you know, I'm a conspiracy theorist myself. It's a, you know, derogatory term these days, but I do believe that there is nefarious organizations trying to, or that have been enslaving humanity in their consciousness for thousands of years. I'm not exactly sure if it's alien or multidimensional, or if it's homegrown Terra forces. But what is going on, and these fear mongers are a part of it, in my humble opinion. Then you got the tutelaries like Jordan Maxwell and Michael Tessarian, and you know, and you really, people should fact check everything that they say. Now, you might run into some dead ends when you fact check, like David Wilcock. Unbelievable. A lot of his work is taken from you know, like the spirit molecule and things like that, and then saying he's incarnation of Edgar Casey, and it's just you know, I just think these individuals, and they talk about ascension, and they're trying to help out humanity and all this stuff, but you know, I just think it's a lot of them are charlatans that are just out to make some money. Yeah, I believe we're coming upon a very substantial date, and that's December 21st, 2012. I've been studying the 2012 phenomena since roughly 1993, 94, 95. It was an underground movement, primarily on the college scene, propagated by Terence McKenna, who was a genius, and was into entheogenic research, traveled the Amazon, and was into the archaic revival, and you know, how this system is going to fail before any of these charlatans jumped on the bandwagon, and big Hollywood movies with the Yellowstone blowing up and destroying the planet. Now, you know, you get into Yellowstone, and I'm up in that area now, and I'm not just saying this because I'm up in that area. Intuitively, I came up in this area primarily because not to get away from tidal waves and stuff, which is, you know, that's more plausible, you know, tsunamis, the seafloor collapsing and all that, because of all the mines failing and the oil wells popping off. But I could, if it was beautiful and the people were cool, I could, you know, I could live down there anyway and take my chances and die in a happy place. But I don't want to live in an area that is a cesspool of human consciousness, which is highly populated areas down south. And no offense to people that live down there, I'm sorry. This is just my feelings. All of Florida, all the way up through the East Coast, all the way through to Kansas, is mostly cesspools of human consciousness. Highly populated areas of predatorial people with predatorial natures, and soul-sucking, and it's hard to discern your reality. As soon as I hit the mountains out west, I felt the great weight lifted off of me. You know, I just had to get out. I would rather die in the middle of a Yellowstone supervolcano than to live out a long life in a quagmire of disgusting human conscious, predatorial consciousness, soul-sucking vampires. All right, and I think, you know, this is purely conjecture on my part, but if the elite of the world want a beautiful place, they're going to destroy the highly populated areas, most of the Midwest, East Coast. They're going to destroy all that. South, definitely the South. They're going to destroy all that and try to keep people from coming out west where I'm at. You know, just look at the Denver airport and you see many clues. And there are people who intuitively are leaving and coming out here, and not in a mass exodus, a very quiet, surreptitious movement out here, furtively coming out here one by one, or even checking. At least I know there are a lot of people checking places out. And what better to have, you know, as a deterrent than a Hollywood movie where a super volcano blows up. If there's any volcano to be looking at these days, it would be the Katla volcano over in Iceland. That if it really blows and it blows good, then it's going to cover all of Europe in ash. And if I was to look at any volcano situation, I would look at that one. And if Yellowstone blows, hey, what a ride. I'll be like Woody Harrelson in that cheesy-ass movie, 2012, standing there, taking it all in, and my last breath as I go out in style, not choking on ash with a bunch of predatorial, soul-sucking entities running around trying to survive in an unsurvivable environment. But that's all I got. And this Tent Stevens thing, he's dead. You know, he's an Alaskan senator or whatever, got caught up in some stuff. If I was a conspiracy theorist, I would look at the NASA guy that was on board the plane, but apparently he survived. That's the late breaking news. But I just think it was a shitty plane crash. I don't think there's any nefarious thing going on there. Although the elite really do like to use plane crashes, car crashes, and heart attacks to get rid of their opponents or leaks. You know, so who knows? But anyway, discern. Don't buy into the fear-mongering. We're all going to take the journey of death physically at some point, and when we come out on the other side, either we forgot all of this and start anew, or we say, phew, you know, I dodged a bullet and got out of that cycle of samsara karma. Okay, everybody, take care. Have yourselves a good night. I'm having a wonderful time up here in Super Volcano Land. It's beautiful. I see white-tailed deer and stuff just walking around right next to the road all day. I want running up in the hills today. If I die soon, you know, I'm totally ready. All right, take care, everybody.